This is the super weapon that Russia has prepared to counter NATO. It is the Ers-28 Sarmat Heavy Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, which has a power equivalent to 1666 little boy atomic bombs. If launched from Russian territory, it can reach the U.S. in 20 minutes. The Rs-28 Sarmat missile is 35.5 meters long and about 3 meters in diameter. It is filled with nearly 180 tons of fuel and has a maximum takeoff weight of more than 200 tons. It has a payload of nearly 10 tons and can carry 10 heavy nuclear warheads or 15 medium-sized ones. It can attack multiple targets at the same time. Its terminal penetration speed can reach 20.7 Mach, which means it can fly 7.1 kilometers per second. It uses advanced weapon technologies, including the Global Satellite Positioning System and the Inertial Navigation System, to ensure accurate targeting. It has stealth coating on its metal shell, and Russia has also equipped it with anti-radar and anti-infrared reconnaissance devices, making it very difficult for the U.S. to defend against the Rs-28 attack.
Okay, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, you Akim out there that puts this word in truth and in sincerity. The ERS 28 Sarmat, aka Satan 2, is able to reach the United States in 20 minutes. Now, what the hell you could do in 20 minutes? Nothing other than bend your ass over and kiss your ass goodbye if you're not a part of the elect. You through. There's nothing you could do in 20 minutes. This is guided by the most stealth technology that's been given to man by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And there's nothing the American government can do to counter the Satan 2. It's called a Satan 2 for a reason. And it was described in this video its capabilities and how it could destroy the whole land of America, because it's able to reach over in 20 minutes. There's no technology that Esau has, talking about the American counterpart of Esau, that can combat this. And now you got a situation what's going on in the Red Sea, but what they do is they put distractions in your face, like the bridge collapsing in Baltimore. That was a major distraction. Also, the scandal was going on with this Mo P. Diddy. Also, another distraction. But what they're not telling you, all right, look over here and look over here, but I don't want you to look over here what's going on in the Red Sea. Because you got the Russian government sending military warships to the Red Sea in response to ISIS claiming responsibility for that concert attack that killed over 150 people. Who controls ISIS? And it's coming out that the Russian government is saying they know that the United States, which is represented by the CIA, and MI6, which is the British counterpart of intelligence agency, and the Mossad has something to do with this terrorist attack that happened in the concert in Russia. So now they're sending warships to the Red Sea. And you got to remember something. The Dwight D. Eisenhower, a warship that belonged to the United States government, is in the Red Sea. So this is going to be tension upon tension. Now we also know that the United States and Israel carrying out attacks against Hezbollah, which controls Zebulon, which is a proxy army and controlled by the Iranian government, and they got sophisticated weapons given to them by the Iranian government. Also, the Houthis are supported by the Iranian government, which is who controls Yemen. So a lot of things is heating up, and that's why there's a bunch of distractions going on in the media to keep you distracted from what's going on. Who cares a fuck about what P. Diddy did and who he popped and what nigga he done busted open? Who cares about that, man? Who cares about them raiding his 2 mansions? I ain't got 2 mansions. I'm not hating on the dude, but hey, man, that's your problem, man. You got yourself caught up, now deal with it, man. And that's judgment coming upon you from the Lord Yahweh Yahweh Shah, because you wicked. So I'm not going to be concerned about what's going on with that dude. That's nothing but a distraction. And there's other distractions that's going on. They're trying to keep you from what's really going down. Another distraction is these migrants that's coming in creating all kind of havoc. Salaki for the rant. I got some scriptures that I'm going to get into. Abba Ratazah, you Akim out there will be edified. But I had to make that point to lead it to what I'm going into, because everything is going to lead to World War III. You got the French president, Macron, talking about sending 20,000 troops to Poland and in Ukraine. I think it's Ukraine. So things is heating up. NATO was definitely involved with that war over there in Ukraine. So this is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion. And that's exactly what from the apostle Tahar on down to the young men of Great Millstone are doing. We are blowing the trumpet in Zion. Zion is Zion, which means monument of who? Who the sons of Israel are, man. Start with you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, on down to Issachar. We warning you. By the way of putting up videos week in and week out and going on the highways and the byways in season and out of season, telling you to repent and come back and serve the Lord Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah? Because the Lord is about to bring destruction and judgment upon America, which is Babylon. And we are telling you these things. But only the elect is going to give ear and take heed. Pursuant to Isaiah chapter 6, verse 9, the 2/3 are going to be blinded until the Lord brings judgment upon America, until Yahweh shall crack them skies, bringing death, destruction, and deliverance. So this is only for the elect. It's only the elect is going to get this and come back and serve the true living power. But 2/3 are going to remain in their darkness, like it says in Isaiah 6 and 9, until this land be destroyed. And what it tells you in Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 12, the same must know after death by pain. So when you be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, and you go to the spirit world, you're gonna know you was an Israelite, you was going off, but you had to go through that pain, and you had to go through pain and death to know that you was an Israelite, that you was going off. And now you're in your right state of mind, because you're in the spirit world. But people don't understand what's really going on because they're being distracted by the media. But like go back in Joel chapter 2, verse I'm gonna start at 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain, which we are doing, and let the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is near at hand, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of thick clouds and of thick darkness. Hey, What scripture come to mind? Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14 and 15 on down. So you got to understand, man. The Lord has warned us through different prophets. And all the prophets are saying the same thing. You can link this up, with Zephaniah 1 and 15. 1, 14 and 15 on down. A day of gloominess and thick darkness. The same thing that Joel is saying, Zephaniah said. It says, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. And that it says a great people and strong. It's not talking about people, it's talking about nuclear missiles. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about, pursuant to Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 9, that assembly of great nations that's going to shoot missiles on America with the multiple warheads. That's not talking about people, it's talking about missiles. Nuclear missiles, hypersonic missiles, supersonic missiles, ICBM nuclear missiles. That's what it's talking about. And I guarantee you that Satan too is going to be a part of that arsenal that's going to be shot off on America. It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and a thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, that have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. You see how it propels? The rocket propels, the fire, it says, a fire devoureth before them, and the flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness, because the fire is propelling that missile to come over here and strike America. But as it says in here, it says, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. Before these missiles hit, look at Wyoming, Nebraska, Maine. Certain parts of America is filled with grass, beautiful trees, and great greenery. I mentioned a few states: Wyoming, Nebraska, Maine. What other state? Just to name a few. Beautiful, filled with greenery, vegetation, farmland, acres and acres of land. It's beautiful. It's like unto the Garden of Eden. It says, before them and behind them, a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape them. Because when the missiles hit, it's beautiful right now, but when the missiles hit, it's going to leave nothing but a desolate wilderness, man. When you go to Isaiah the 34th chapter, it tells you that America's going to be left as a desert. Only foul creatures are going to dwell in this land. Read the whole chapter of Isaiah the 34th chapter. It brings everything into light, because America is nothing but a great altar, which the apostles of heart always bring out. America is a great altar, and the people is the sacrifice. The animals and everything that's in this land. It says, yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. These are the nuclear missiles in military formation, because what's going to happen is, like I said earlier, pursuant to Jeremiah 50 verse 9, that assembly of great nations that's going to assemble themselves to come up against Babylon and shoot their missiles off. It says, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains, so shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. It's talking about nuclear missiles. It's not talking about an actual army of men. It's talking about an army of nuclear missiles that's going to be set in array to destroy Babylon, certain parts of Russia, certain parts of China, certain parts of Iran, certain parts of North Korea, certain parts of India, certain parts of Pakistan. That's why I tell you in Isaiah, the 24th chapter, 19th verse on down, that the earth is going to roll to and fro like a drunkard. Because all these missiles being shot off from the east to the west, from the west to the east, it's going to shake the earth. It says, verse 6, before they face the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. Because you know, all these mighty men in the military of Esau and all the rest of the nations, they're going to see this. First and foremost, the devastation of nuclear missiles, and also at the same time, Yahweh Shah cracking them skies, bringing death, destruction, and more and deliverance. Bringing more death and destruction and deliverance. Who he's going to deliver? He's going to deliver his elect. But the 2/3 is going to die with the wicked, which is Esau and the rest of the nations. Esau is the wicked, and the rest of the nations that's in the land of America is going to perish by the way of fire, by thermonuclear destruction and concentrated fire from them chariots. It says, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the walls like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Because these missiles, once they shot off, they're going to hit their targets. They're not going to go off and fall. They're not going to be shot out the skies by Esau's Iron Dome or the Patriot defense missile system that they have. That's not going to help them. Every missile that's shot off is going to hit their target. Because why? They're going to be laser guided by the spirit and the technology that the Most High gave them. And they're going to be spiritually guided by Yahweh Shah. The Most High gave Esau, let me rephrase that. They're going to be laser guided by the technology that Esau has obtained by the Lord Yahweh Shah, and spiritually guided by Yahweh Shah to hit their targets. So they're not going to break their ranks. It says, neither shall one thrust another. They're not going to collide with each other and fall out the sky. They're going to hit their targets, man. Every last mission that's shot up will hit their targets. And the empire and the kingdom of Esau is going to come to an end. It says, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. The missile defense systems, they're not going to be able to take them out of the skies. They're not going to be able to blow them out of the skies and deter them from being destroyed. No, they're going to hit their targets. It says, then they shall run to and fro in the cities. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter to the house. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them, and the heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Let's get this precept real quick, because this backs up what's going on. We're spoken about in Second Esdras. Second Esdras chapter 16 verse 12, and it reads, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, the sea arises with the waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes also thereof, also. Let me read it again. The earth, this is Second Esdras chapter 16 verse 12. The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof. The sea arises with the waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of his power. Before the Lord, when Yahweh cracked them skies with them chariots, and the glory of the Lord's power was them chariots, also them nuclear missiles. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. What's the plagues? When you go to Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12, it'll tell you what the plague is. That's the plague that's going to come upon the earth. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And it reads, It says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Death and destruction is coming to America. The whole land of America is going to be totally destroyed. The whole land of Israel is going to be totally destroyed. But the difference between these two countries, Israel is going to be built back up. We're going to explain that. Israel is going to be built back up by the first fruits of slaves. This is Isaiah chapter 24. And we're going to get to it. I mentioned it, but we're going to bring it out. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 19. The earth is utterly broken down. What's going to break the earth down utterly? These nuclear missiles, contrary they fire from them chariots. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. What's going to make the earth clean dissolved? That fire, that concentrated fire from them chariots and the missiles. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cartridge, and the transgressions thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Talk about America. America is going to be destroyed and become a desert for doleful wild creatures, spoken about in Isaiah the 34th chapter. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. Who are the high ones? Who are the hosts of the high ones? Started with the international bankers, started with the Rothschilds on down. And they puppet kings and rulers and prime ministers and chancellors and dictators. They're going to be gathered up. It says, and it shall come to pass, this is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 21, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners, are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days they shall be visited. Because once New Jerusalem come down from them chariots, which is the elect coming down to take over the earth, and all these bunkers, and all these deep military bunkers, and on outer space retreats, they're going to be taken and snatched up, tossed, put chains on them and tossed in the pit, and after many days, taken out of that pit to serve out continuing employment, pursuant to Ezekiel 39, verse 14. That's going to be the first job for the first fruits of slaves. So you got the first fruits of the elect that's fit to rule with Yahweh Shah. Then you got the first fruits of slaves, which is going to be the international bankers. And we're going to serve our continuing employment with foots in your ass sideways. We're going to create ways to fuck you people up, man. So what you people ought to do is Lamentations 4:21. Let's get that real quick. That's what you should do. Lamentations 4:21, because your kingdom is coming to an abrupt end. So what you should do is do your thing. Have a good time. This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass due unto thee. What's that cup? That cup of slavery. The cup of hardship. Being in straits, which is the position of difficulty. Being out there in them fields. And you got that fair skin, that red skin that can't take the sun. You're going to be getting fucked up. So right now, what you should do is, if you're a millionaire or a trillionaire or a billionaire, whatever the hell you are, have a good time, man. because your time is short. Because your empire is circling the drain, right along with your economy, right along with the infrastructure of this place. Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz, modern day America. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. And what's happening right now? How they being made naked? They being exposed. Their enterprise was the Illuminati. The enterprise of the Illuminati is to have everybody see-hip and take control of the banking industry, which they already have, and make everything digital. Everything is being exposed. All your wickedness has been exposed. That's how you made naked. It says, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. Who is he? To my Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah? He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that's why your bitch ass is going into slavery for 1,000 years. And after 1,000 years, you're going to be Obadiah 1:18. Bottom line, you can't get around it. Judgment is set. And you will be judged. So with that, I'm going to give all praises once again to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutation you, Akim, out there that push this word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.